Sawadee I'm JP Mestanza. It's Wednesday, April 26th, the middle of the week. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. An attempted murder investigation is now underway on a father and son over a road rage incident that escalated on Saktidet Road in Phuket town on Sunday.
The whole thing took place in front of a restaurant on Saktidet Road at 5:30 p.m. on Sunday when a 30-year-old Thai man named as Surya was driving his wife and 2-year-old son to a medical facility as his son had a high fever. At a red light, a man later identified as Moy Pinta approached his pickup and tapped the window, accusing Surya of cutting him off in traffic. He ignored him and drove off. That's when Moy and his 30-year-old son Narong followed him as they weaved through traffic, and at the next traffic light stop, Moy allegedly took out a 70-centimeter iron bar and allegedly smashed Surya's windscreen on the driver's side window. Surya got out the car. Moy then allegedly took his phone and threw it away. The son then arrived and allegedly hit Surya, with the father chasing after him and allegedly hitting him. Onlookers apparently tried to help, but one of their cars was struck by Narong, the son. Staff from the restaurant nearby called for Surya and his family to take refuge inside the restaurant, and the two attackers then allegedly fled. Surya then took his son to Dibuk Hospital, where he received treatment, and Surya as well, with doctors having told him that his arm was bruised in the attack, but not broken. Later, both Moy and Narong, the father and son, presented themselves to police and confessed to the attack. For more, visit thephuketnews.com.
A 25-year-old man is now behind bars in Patong after driving his car into parked motorbikes that were parked alongside the road on Monday night and having injured several people in the process.
The incident took place at about 8 p.m. on Monday night on Ratchathit 200P Road in Patong, and it was recorded on video and shared on social media. Police say a Thai national named Panudet surrendered to authorities following the incident. Panudet had a spat with a man named Chachanan, which had gotten physical in the past. While driving his vehicle in Patong, Panudet saw his rival near a massage shop with a group of other men who started yelling at Panudet. He later told police that's when he became frightened for his safety, panicked, and said that he accidentally had the car in the wrong gear and rammed into parked motorbikes in front of the shop instead of driving off. Of note, the video of the incident did not seem to support Panudet's version of events. Some people were injured in the incident, with rescue workers arriving at the scene to transport some people to Patong Hospital. Police say they're waiting on medical reports confirming the injuries sustained, and admitted that they cannot press charges without a written document confirming that someone was injured. For more, visit thephuketnews.com.
Investigators suspect that the wife of a high-level police officer is behind the deaths of 7 women, including the cyanide murder of a woman from Kanchanaburi province.
The investigation is now underway into Sarara Rangsiwutapon, otherwise known as Am, who was arrested on a warrant at the government office complex in Bangkok, and she did have a bottle of cyanide in her possession upon her arrest. She was arrested for the suspected murder of 32-year-old Siripon Kanwong, who collapsed and died near a river in Kanchanaburi province, where she went with friends, including Am, to release fish for merit making back on April 14, and cyanide was found in her system. Police believe that Am allegedly mixed cyanide in the victim's food and later stole her valuables. The investigation is being expanded to conclude whether Am had anything to do with the death of 6 other women who died in a similar manner, in which all the victims were also with the suspect at the time of their death, usually on the way to or on the way from merit making, and dropping dead before their valuables are stolen, including mobile phones, cash, and jewelry, and they all occurred in neighboring provinces. For more, visit the link in the description.
The death penalty conviction was upheld for gold shop robber Prasitichai Kaukeo, an ex-school principal who shot dead 3 people, including a child, and wounded 4 others during the holdup in 2020.
The incident and subsequent manhunt made headlines in Thailand following the robbery on January 9, 2020, when Prasitichai, armed with a 9mm handgun and silencer, stormed into a Robinson department store in Lopburi province and shot dead 3 people, including a security guard, a female gold shop employee, and a 2-year-old boy who was walking with his mother, and 4 others were also injured. He made off with over 600,000 baht worth of gold at the time and escaped on his motorcycle. He was identified and arrested just under 2 weeks later while on the run, and told authorities he did it because he simply needed to pay off his debts and was bored with his life. police recovered the stolen items from where he hid them in his family home. He was sentenced to death in August 2020, and this was upheld on appeal. Earlier today, the Supreme Court upheld both lower court decisions, ruling there was no reason he should be granted a reprieve for the cold-blooded crimes he had committed. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
The government plans to allocate more than 11 billion baht to subsidize low-income earners for another 4 months to help with their power bills starting in May.
However, the matter must be sent to the Election Commission for consideration before a final decision is made, according to the Bangkok Post. The 3.2 billion baht subsidy would be for vulnerable groups, such as low-income earners and households that consume fewer than 300 units of electricity per month from January to April. They get a cutoff from the fuel tariff before the VAT calculation. The power subsidy will be extended for another 4 months from May. It would apply to households that consume less than 300 units per month. Those that consume 1 to 150 units a month will get a reduction of 92 satang per unit, while those using 151 to 300 units will be given a reduction of just over 67 satang per unit. About 7.6 billion baht will be drawn from the 2023 budget for emergency purposes to finance the plan. About 18.3 million households will benefit all over Thailand. The Energy Regulatory Commission, the ERC, will also start lowering the fuel tariff next month, following a recommendation by a subcommittee responsible for its calculation. The new rate will result in a 7 satang reduction in the price of electricity from 4.77 baht per unit to 4.70 baht per unit. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Thanks so much for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.